Greetings, friends. I'm AK.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
the Chainsaw Girls. On today's episode, I don't know why I feel like pressure with this one because this is such a beloved film.
Yeah, same.
I'm very fucking excited though.
Yeah.
I've already dropped an F-bomb. We are covering 1987's Evil Dead 2.
Hey.
Woohoo!
Right now I'm finding this streaming, well, at the time of this recording, I'm finding this streaming on the Roku channel, Fossum TV. They're both with ads, but hey.
Same with Plex. That's where I watched it.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to mention a couple things we have on the table if you're watching YouTube. I don't have any Ash figures, unfortunately, yet.
I forgot mine, and someone brought me this beautiful diorama. I think that's what they're called.
Okay,
Of the cabin. It's so beautiful, and I love it so much. I was so afraid of it breaking, so that's why I didn't bring it.
Yeah, dioramas, I think, are fragile.
And then I forgot my Ash figure as well, so
It's all good.
I failed all around. However, I do have a Chainsaw Evil Dead necklace that I was gifted.
Yes.
So I've got something.
Also on the table, well, first, these are two gifts, actually. Marty Bell got me this Handmade by Robots Carrie doll.
So cute.
So cute. And then also Roy Hughes gave both of us a hand-sculpted Angela from Night of the Demons 1 and 2, right? No, wait. Which one?
Yeah, Angela's in both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. He's awesome. He does all kinds of like sculptures and things like that. And I see him often at Toy Hio. He has a booth.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I wish you recorded my reaction. I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so great.
No, it's beautiful. He actually brought hairspray and a lighter, and we took a picture of me looking like I was going to blowtorch him.
Hell yeah.
Isn't that awesome? I love that.
That is so cool. I love that.
Yeah, he's great. So this was directed by Sam Raimi, and it was also written by Sam Raimi and Scott Spiegel. And it had a budget of $3.5 million, and it grossed $5.9 million.
Yeah.
Now, over the years, I would say it has amassed a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But when it came out, $5.9 million.
And now this was a bigger budget than the first one. The first one was very
low budget.
Yes.
Absolutely. And this one had a studio behind it. So a bit of a different animal than the first one, which was very DIY.
Yeah, and you can see the difference, especially in some of the prosthetics. But I do love the first one.
Me too.
I love the feel of the first one. I think they both feel very similar, but there's just, you can see the differences.
I think the first one is less camp than this one. Because when they made the first one, they made it as a straight horror movie.
Yeah.
And the reason it comes across as kind of silly is because they were just inexperienced. At least this is how Bruce Campbell explains it.
Yeah.
So like they didn't intend to make a funny movie.
Right.
It just kind of comes across like that, and some of it because they were inexperienced.
Now in part 2, however.
Very camp.
Very, very camp. There's a lot of comedy in this one.
I love it so much.
I love so much of the solo acts, I guess you would call it, that Bruce Campbell does, like his own stunts.
He's the best.
We're going to talk about some of those stunts when we get to them.
Oh, yeah. It's groovy, baby.
Groovy. Would you like to read the IMDb?
Ash Williams, the lone survivor of an earlier onslaught of flesh-possessing spirits, holes up in a cabin with a group of strangers while the demons continue their attack.
Good description, IMDb.
Not bad, not
You've
bad.
been nailing it this loop.
Yep, not terrible, for sure.
So should we jump in, or you have anything else you want to add first?
I say let's just hop into it, and I'll just kind of give little tidbits as we go.
Love it. Okay, so the movie starts by showing us the Necronomicon, which roughly translated is the Book of the Dead. Okay, it serves as a passageway to the evil world beyond.
Why didn't I bring my Necronomicon? I have one.
Oh, I should have reminded you.
Dude,
you do have one.
Dude, I failed.
It's hard to bring all of your figures and props and everything when you're traveling.
I know. But
You just need one giant suitcase of props.
I'm like Mr. Dress Up.
No, literally.
With my tickle trunk.
Not the tickle trunk. She got to my house and she goes, let me show you something. And she starts pulling all of these props out of her bag. You did bring a lot. You can't bring everything.
Okay, fair.
Y'all
fair,
have seen her setup probably at her house. Yeah.
I love toys.
I will also say I rewatched Evil Dead, the first one, right before watching this one. I would recommend that you do watch the first one.
Oh, it's great.
Because not only is it great, but the second one is going to pick up where the first one left off. So that way you won't be like, wait, what is that? What's that necklace for? You know, that type of thing.
Yeah, we get a little bit of like a retelling.
Yes.
Of the first one here.
Yeah, and it's interesting because some people do say that this is a reboot of the first one, which I don't think that it really is.
That was not the intention, no.
Yeah, they do, like you said, they recap a little bit from the end of the first one.
Yes, because they couldn't use the footage from the first one because of a rights situation.
Okay.
So yes, they instead recreated it.
Interesting.
And because in the end of the first one, it looks like Ash dies.
Right.
But he does not.
We see the POV or what is it called? I have it written down in my notes somewhere.
The Deadite?
Like their POV of the spirit like flying at him and just hits him and the movie ends.
Right. Right.
So we don't know what happens to him.
Mm-hmm.
So this voiceover is showing us the Necronomicon and explaining what it is and saying in 1300 AD, the book disappeared. And now we cut to Ash, who is driving through the mountains.
With Linda. And I didn't realize at first that this was Linda because it's a different actress. Yes, exactly.
So I was very confused for the first like 5 minutes until we really get going, because I'm thinking that Ash is driving back to the cabin with a new girl years later.
I know. I thought the same thing when I first watched it.
And so I'll get more into what I was thinking as I was watching this and when I realized that, oh, that's Linda. Okay.
Yes.
So in the first movie, the actress was Betsy Baker, and in this movie, she's played by Denise Bixler. They look very different. Who, by the way, Denise Bixler is from Michigan. You already know how I feel about that, as is Sam Raimi, as is Bruce Campbell.
I was going to say, yeah.
A lot of this cast of 1 and 2 are. We're going to get to more of them soon. But Denise Bixler, she went to John Glenn in Westland. So if you're from Southeast Michigan, then to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like right around home.
I love that.
And they show them get to the cabin. Ash gives her, well, she's already wearing the necklace that Linda was wearing in the first one. So I'm thinking he gave his new girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend's necklace. I'm like, what a dick. As I'm typing my notes, like, that's a dick move. And then I eventually, soon after this, realized, oh, that is Linda.
It's like a retelling.
Exactly.
Of what
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at first I was like, what the hell? At one point he goes, what do you say we have a little champagne, baby? And it's already getting a little silly.
Yes, definitely. For sure.
So they show Ash go into another room to get the champagne. He finds the tapes that he finds in the first one, which is from Professor Noby explaining the Necronomicon, reading the Latin out loud. And Ash starts playing it and listening to it. So once again, I'm thinking, why are you doing that? You know what happens. But it's because it's the retelling of, or recapping the first one.
Yep, exactly. We're transported to a castle where the Book of the Dead was discovered. And we're seeing the translations that it explains that speaking the words in the book, brings the demons full reign to terrorize and possess the living. And Ash notices the book and he starts looking through it. And then the dude decides to speak the words. He's speaking like it's Latin, right?
Yeah, it's Latin. And you know what? When I first watched this, I thought Ash or someone in the cabin was going to be the one reading out of the book out loud. Because of other movies that allude to or are a homage to Evil Dead.
Right.
Before I actually watched Evil Dead, I was just under the impression that Ash read it out loud, but that's not what happens.
It's the tape recorder.
It's the tape recording.
Yeah, for sure. And so we get a POV of the demon or of demons coming through the woods.
Yes.
And they bust into the cabin through a window and it dives right into Linda.
Yes. And that is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very famous shot from Evil Dead of that POV of the spirit.
I think the POVs in this entire movie and in the first one, it is very classic Evil Dead. Like,
yes.
I think they really I don't know if they invented the POV, but they definitely made it.
I was trying to look into it. They definitely did not invent the POV shot, but they kind of made this a trademark, the shaky cam.
I think a trademark is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. So Ash runs to her, but all he finds is an empty room with the window broken and no Linda, right? So he goes into the woods. He's looking for her. Linda pops her ass up, all possessed and looking fucking wild.
Like sharp ass teeth. Her eyes are completely white.
She's scary looking.
Very scary.
She's all dead-eyed out, okay? Ash grabs a shovel and knocks her head off.
Which is what happens in the first one.
Yeah, so we're recapping the first one here, okay? So it lands, it rolls away. He buries her, but he keeps the necklace.
And I think real time, this is when I realized that it was Linda from the first one because the same thing is happening.
Right. But again, we get the POV of the demon. We hear screaming and it's running through the woods and it almost as if the woods are alive, right? Like we're kind of getting a feel that the woods are alive.
Oh, they are.
And it launches Ash through the air and the trees and he is getting fucked up.
Oh, yeah. So this is the shot from the end of one. Of the first one where it goes through the house right to Ash's face, boom, and then he gets launched into a tree. He falls face first into a puddle.
Exactly. Yep. And then when he emerges out of the puddle, he's all demon face. So he looks like a Deadite.
Yeah, he has a lot of prosthetics on like his eyebrows, his cheeks. He has the white eyes. So this, I wonder what you think about this. So I thought the entire time I was watching the first one, I was like, how did Ash not get affected? How did he not become possessed?
Right.
Like everyone else in the cabin does. And how people become possessed is not completely consistent throughout the franchise. And some people question if it's this or that. But it seems to be, at least in the first one, if somebody was attacked or damaged, like scratched, or when Linda was stabbed with a pencil, that's when they would become possessed. Some people also think it's when someone is on the brink of death, so maybe they're not strong enough to fight it, or maybe they don't have a strong enough will, type of thing. So then some people have said here they think Ash drowned or was drowning, and that's why he was able to be possessed.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I like the theory.
But I just thought, oh, okay, they're finally showing, yes, he was going to be possessed eventually. Because by the end of the first one, I'm like, damn, how did he avoid that?
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good theory, I think. He's kind of snarling at the sun, all right? And we hear sort of like a whooshing sound, and we see smoke disappearing into the trees. And Ash's eyes change back, and he morphs back into a human.
Yeah.
He collapses, and the smoke disappears completely, and it's very quiet, except for like birds chirping. So the sun has come up, and the Deadites are gone for right now.
Yeah, so shit only seems to go down at night.
Exactly. Absolutely. I can't tell how many days have gone by, but Ash finally wakes up with his body like half in the puddle. So now we're in present day.
And I was thinking about Trenchfoot again, because his feet are in the puddle.
Dude, Trenchfoot was my biggest fear as a child.
That's so wild.
He looks around, he's kind of disoriented, and oh my God, in my notes, I just wrote, he's fine as fuck. Like, take it easy, Laura. Oh my God.
You know what's funny is Laura said that to me the other day, and when I rewatched the movie, in that very first scene that they show him driving in the car, I was like, his facial structure is just like...
He's a very handsome man.
You know when you just appreciate someone's symmetry?
He's handsome. He's very handsome. I don't know. And it was something about him, like with that chainsaw. I'm like, yeah, baby, let's go. Groovy. Okay. So he concludes to himself that the demon force is gone because the sun drove it away. So he realizes, I guess, that it's only effective at night.
Yeah.
The demons are only effective at night. And he tells himself he's got to get out of there before it gets dark, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he jumps in his car and he's like, let's get the fuck out of here. And he drives all the way to the bridge, which has been destroyed.
Yes.
The metal is bent upwards, and it reminds me of Beetlejuice, of like Delia Dietz, like an art piece that she would make.
I love that.
And honestly, the movie kind of goes crazy from here.
Oh, off the rails immediately.
Like the first one is wacky, but this one is way wackier.
For sure. Yeah, they definitely like lean into the comedy here.
Oh, yeah.
He like cries out into the void, no, no, no.
We love a dramatic yell.
Love it so much. But then he like gives himself a pep talk, which is like, so I was just saying to AK, like I do that all the time. Like I talk to myself all the time, or I talk to my dogs all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But like pep talks, I will look in the mirror and fully be like, listen, girl, you've got to get your shit together. You know, I do it all the time.
Same. I love talking to myself.
I know, for real.
So he starts flooring it back to the cabin at this point. He ends up hitting something in the road or in the woods. He flies out the windshield, okay? And night is falling. So he realizes he's being chased by what we're seeing as like the POV of the spirits.
Yeah, because doesn't he start driving backwards at one point?
Yeah, he's
like,
trying to go back. Yeah.
I love the part where he's driving backwards. I think it just looks so crazy.
You love when a man drives in reverse.
What can I say, man? I'm a simple woman. I like simple things.
So he's trying to get back to the cabin before the spirit gets him. And he's running from that POV. And so it gets to the house with him, and it's chasing him all through the house. Like we get a whole run through of the house.
For sure, yeah.
And then it can't find him. So it throws that thing in reverse. We see the POV going backwards out of the house. Like, well, I don't know where he went.
Yep.
He's hiding in the cellar.
Yes, which is crazy because when we know what's in that cellar.
Oh my gosh, dude, I know.
So
but we
scary.
just see that he kind of pops his eyes out.
He's peeking.
Yeah.
And then we cut to a tiny propeller plane. And in my notes, I wrote, AK could never.
You already know.
Could never.
You already know. I would never be Annie.
No, but we are. We're introduced to Annie, and she's met by her boyfriend, Ed. And she's returning from an expedition where she found the pages of the Book of the Dead. So she found some like missing pages.
Missing pages, yeah.
And I would assume that she's like a historian. That's the vibe that I get from actually both of them.
It seems that way. It seems that she's taking after who will learn is her father.
Right. And I would assume that Ed is also I think he's also a historian.
He's at least supportive.
Because they're talking about working on the translations together that night.
Right.
And we do find out that she is the daughter of the dude on the tape.
Yeah, Professor Nobi.
Professor Nobi, exactly. And they're actually heading back to the cabin to retrieve the Necronomicon and the recordings.
Yeah, and Ed tells her he hasn't been able to contact her father for a week.
So they don't know that her dad is dead, Zoe.
Yeah.
They don't know.
They don't know anything going on in there.
No.
And he also asked what her father found. And she goes, probably nothing, but possibly the doorway to another world.
I love that.
Like, don't be shy with it.
I know. Tell us.
Let him know, girl.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right. So back at the cabin, Ash is slowly losing his mind.
Dude, he is absolutely off the hinges.
So is he hallucinating, do you think, because he's half Deadite or however you want to describe that? Or do you think that the demons are fucking with him?
I think the Deadites are fucking with him.
Okay.
Because they fuck with everyone throughout the series.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think they're just having a fun time.
Okay.
Like the piano starts playing on its own.
Yeah.
He looks rough. Like his shirt's all ripped up and dirty. He pulls out Linda's necklace and starts crying.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, he's kind of losing it. This guy's been through some shit, you know?
Yes. And so a board breaks off the window, seemingly by itself, because
because he's been boarded. He boarded everything.
They've all been boarded up. Yeah. And he runs over to look out. And then we see Linda's body come out of the ground, claymation,
Yes.
it looks like, or stop motion, or both.
Love it.
And it's her severed head tumbles up, reconnecting to her decomposing body. It's so creepy. It reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas.
I thought you were gonna say it reminds you of Nightmare on Elm Street. Remember when
he's a skeleton?
Yes,
That too.
She starts like doing a jig.
Oh my gosh, she does a full like ballerina dance. I don't know. She starts spinning and shit.
Yes, and her head rolls towards her when her head rolls towards her and pops onto her head. I don't know why. I just thought it was so funny.
Oh, it's so funny.
She also does like a seductive dance.
Yeah. She's like dancing on the tree all sexy.
It's like looks gnarly to me, man.
And they show Ash just watching from the window like what the hell is happening, and then jump scare Linda in live action form pops out, grabs Ash through the window, starts pulling his head into the boards and trying to drag him out.
She's kicking his ass, dude.
She is, and then her head falls off and Ash screams and wakes up in a rocking chair.
So I think he was dreaming. But I think they were infiltrating his mind.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, because at first you're like, okay. And he's even looking around like, okay, was that a dream? But then her head falls into his lap.
Yeah.
So they are fucking with him.
Definitely.
And she's like, hello, lover.
Like her teeth are all jagged and shit.
Yeah. And she bites his hand with her razor sharp teeth.
Oh, I thought she bit down on his crotch.
Oh, no, it's his hand.
Oh.
Because he starts flinging her around, remember?
Yeah. Why did I write crotch?
That's just what you wanted to happen.
Oh my God. What am I doing?
It's for sure his hand.
Just disregard me.
And
okay?
he starts flinging it, like flailing, slamming her head into things, like trying to use objects like books to pry her off of his hand, which, oh my gosh. The idea of something being like clamped down on your hand like that is terrifying.
No, and the way he's like trying to throw her off, he runs into the work shed. But as he's running, he's still smacking her against shit.
Yeah. And then he's like trying to hit her against the tree. And then he sees a vice in the shed and he locks her head in it and finally gets her off. And she says, we have your precious Linda's soul and she's suffering in torment.
I know. It's crazy.
And then he goes and tries to grab the chainsaw off the wall, which just has like a chalk outline of where it's supposed to be.
Which I just loved so much.
Is that a thing?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Like, I wonder if people do that to remember where they put their tools.
It's
I don't know.
It's like a dead person chalk outline, right?
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
But I'm also not like, I don't know, a tool person.
Same.
So I don't know.
No, me either. All I have is a drill. I know how to use it, but that's all I have.
Yeah. But there's a chalk outline where the chainsaw is supposed to be. It's missing. And then in runs Linda's body now with the chainsaw. She's just like, it's so funny.
But she's like whipping it around like a lunatic.
Yes. And it's so funny because she also can't handle it.
Yes, and she doesn't have a head, so she can't really see either.
Right. So her head that's on the vice is trying to direct her body, I guess, and then the chainsaw ends up falling on top of like her open neck and starting to saw her in half. It's so funny. And so now Ash is able to get the chainsaw. And Linda's head turns back into the real Linda on the vice. And she's like, please don't hurt me. I love you. All that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And Ash is like, no. And then the evil Linda comes back. And she says, your love was a lie. And now she burns in hell. And then Ash is just like, ah, and starts sawing her head, which we only see the shadow of. But even in the shadow,
It's so cool.
So scary. Like, it looks so gross.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
So a glove belonging to Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street can be seen hanging above the door in the tool shed.
Hell yeah. I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
I love that. So now back in the cabin, Ash sees a rocking chair moving by itself. It's rocking by itself. And it sounds like something's coming from it, like human sounds maybe. And so he goes to touch that area and his hand looks like it rests on something and then the rocking stops. And he just completely freaks the fuck out. Like he goes to the mirror. He's like, I'm fine. I'm fine. And then his reflection dives through the mirror and grabs him.
Yeah.
And he's like, the reflection is like, I don't think so. We just cut up our girlfriend with a chainsaw. Does that sound fine?
I love that line. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh. It's such a cool shot. And starts choking him. And then it's like an up close shot when he's choking him. And then it pans out and Ash is just choking himself.
Yeah. Yeah. The Deadites are just fucking with him for sure. Mm-hmm.
Then he looks back at the mirror. Everything's normal.
Yes.
And so then, like, it's just nonstop.
Oh, it's just
craziness.
Go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's so many things to tell you. Like, and then this happens. The veins on his left hand or his right hand. I forget which one now. I wrote left, but the veins on one of his hand. Oh, it is his right.
It's his right.
It has to be his right. Starts going crazy.
It does switch sides in one scene, but it was
Oh.
just because they needed to get a specific shot. But then it goes back to what it's supposed to be.
Maybe that's why. So either way, his right hand starts going crazy and basically grows into a deadite hand and starts attacking him. And he's doing like, it was so funny.
You bastards! You dirty bastards!
Yeah, all of the solo work he had to do with like beating his own ass. I could not stop thinking of Liar Liar.
Oh yeah.
Where Jim Carrey's like, I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind?
I mean, he is like Jim Carrey before Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
No, he does fantastic in this. He does almost all of his own stunts except for the stairs.
Oh,
So
I don't blame him
The
for that
stairs
one.
he had, but the whole scene where he's in the kitchen, like that's all him.
I love it so much. His hand is basically attacking him, and it's making little noises like it's its own entity, right? Because it's a deadite hand, I guess.
Yeah.
And if you listen closely, when he's like, "You bastards, give me back my hand," if you listen closely, it almost sounds like the little creature voice goes, "No."
I know. It's like oddly cute.
I know, and I don't want to like it, but I'm like, it sounds cute.
He does.
And so now we cut to Annie and Ed, who are trying to get across that bridge, which is obviously blown up.
Oh my God, they run into Jake. I fucking hate Jake.
Do you know who Jake is?
No.
Because you're about to fucking lose it.
Okay.
I'm so excited to tell you.
Oh my God. I'm like, who is it?
Jake is Dan Hicks, who is the fucking grocery store manager in Intruder.
No.
Yes. I'm so excited you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I rarely get to drop bombs on Laura.
Oh my God, that's so crazy. That makes sense though because Scott Spiegel wrote and directed Intruder.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
And Dan Hicks is also from Michigan.
Hell yeah,
He a
dude,
Michigan
that's
boy.
awesome. I had some Dan Hicks trivia that I'll pull out later, but that is brand new information to me.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, I love it.
I'm so glad you did not make that connection.
No, I love being surprised. That's the best. Hell yeah.
So yes, we meet Jake, who is played by Dan Hicks, and
I hate him. I hate his
he
guts.
plays such an asshole.
Oh,
in
he's
this.
so stupid throughout this movie. He does the stupidest shit.
Yeah, he is definitely the local hillbilly. That's who like his character is in this movie.
For sure.
And he goes, "You ain't going that way," and he shows them with his flashlight that the bridge is gone. And she's like, Annie is like, surely there's another way. And then a woman chimes in. This is Bobby Joe, which is Jake's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, sure ain't no road. What do you want to go there for anyway? And then her and Annie have a little like, none of your business, which legit, none of your business. And Bobby Joe is definitely a little asshole.
Oh, they're both of them are fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
And so Jake tells Annie and Ed that he can take her another way. And he's about to say for $40, but Bobby Joe like nudges him and then he goes, $100.
Mm-hmm.
And so Annie goes, okay, if you take my bags, we got a deal.
Oh,
and
I love Annie. Annie's smart. Okay.
She smiles the most evil grin.
Because he looks into the back and it looks like she only has 2 little bags.
Yep. And he's like, sure, I'll take your bags. Like, gotcha, sucker.
Mhm.
But we're about to find
Yeah.
out.
And also, Bobby Joe looks, this sounds terrible of me and I don't care, but she's a little too hot to be with Jake. Like, she's really.
It does feel like a disconnect based on this movie. Like, I don't even, besides her dialogue, she doesn't even seem like a local hillbilly like,
she's
like Jake does.
Way out of his league.
For sure.
Way out of his league. I bet you has a huge property. He's got some acres.
Let's do a backstory for Jake. Okay, so back at the cabin, Ash is trying to drown the hen in the sink.
Oh, this is the classic kitchen scene, man.
Oh, I love it so much.
Hell
so
yeah.
he is so exhausted that he's like nodding off, trying to kill this hand.
Okay, but he's smashing plates over, like the
Now.
hand is coming to life and smashing plates over his head.
Yes.
He's smacking his head into things. He's getting his ass beat. And it is such a long, like over the top scene.
Yes.
It is the best physical comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everyone, if you haven't seen this movie, at least watch the scene because it is so great. And he does it all himself, which
Yeah.
makes it even better. And eventually he just collapses.
Yeah, Ash is beating his own ass. Also, he takes a flip bump.
He takes a full flip bump.
Grabs his own hair, flips onto the ground onto his back. Like, that is a pro wrestling move.
Can you also tell how in shape he is in this movie?
Yeah.
I guess he was like really on point with his like workouts and his diet, and like you can definitely see it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
to beat your own ass like that, I guess you have to have the stamina, right? At the very
Mhm.
least. But I actually tried to look into if he had any pro wrestling training. And from what I can tell, from what I saw, he doesn't have or didn't have any actual like stunt training at all.
Right.
So
Mhm.
he was
he's gifted.
He was just
He'd
doing a
probably
damn
be
thing.
a good pro wrestler, man.
No, for real.
hmm
Okay, so now he's passed out.
Yes, yeah. And the hand is like letting out these little like struggling sounds because he's trying to drag Ash's entire body. Like the hand is like pulling him. And at first he grabs a plate and then the hand's like, wait a second, there's something better I can use. And he finds a knife,
Yeah, like a big ass cleaver.
a huge cleaver, and he starts like dragging himself towards the cleaver.
I love this shot. It's like Thing almost from Addams Family. Like he's using his fingers to drag, and Ash is just lifeless, just getting drugged like that. I imagine they put him on some kind of wheels or something,
I don't
or pushed him at the other end because you only see like Ash's shoulders up to the hand.
I don't know how they did it. I mean, I could definitely look that up, but just like the little struggling sounds that the hand's making to like pull him.
Yeah,
But Ash is just playing possum.
right.
He grabs a butcher knife and he like stabs his own hand.
Yeah, right before the hand gets to the cleaver,
Mm-hmm.
he pins his own hand, I guess,
Yeah.
to the floor, and he's like, "Who's laughing now?"
Yes, exactly.
And
then he
then
cuts his own hand off.
he grabs the chainsaw. He starts it with his teeth, which has to hurt, but I guess like, lesser of the evils, literally. And then he goes while he's sawing his own hand off, he's yelling, "Who's laughing now?" with
And like
so much
blood is like spraying everywhere.
so much.
It is actually fucking wild.
It is so unhinged.
He looks insane.
Yeah. I mean, he is kind of going insane, or at least
For
probably
sure.
feels like it.
For sure, for sure. Bruce Campbell is just such a gem, man.
So we're back in the woods now, and Jake's dumbass thought he was slick. Meanwhile, he just agreed to carry Annie's gigantic trunk.
Like it's a trunk on his back. Like it's the tickle trunk, legit.
It is like, it's huge. It like takes up his whole body, and he's carrying it on his back through the woods.
Yeah, and he's like mumbling to himself that he thought she only had 2 small bags.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Meanwhile, Ash is putting a bucket over the hand to trap it, and he puts a stack of books on it. One of it is Farewell to Arms, which I feel like was probably on purpose.
That's so great.
And then he's duct taping his wrist shut, basically, because it's obviously just started off. And then the hand you see in the background is dragging the bucket across the floor like it's a rodent,
Yeah, exactly.
which is funny based on what's about to happen, and knocking it over the bucket and becoming free.
Yeah.
So Ash now grabs a shotgun.
And it's like scurrying around the cabin.
It really is like a little mouse
Yeah.
because it even goes into a hole in the wall. And then Ash is like he's aiming the shotgun by resting it on his forearm
Yeah.
where he's missing the hand. And then he fires into the wall. This hand is taunting him.
I mean, he's like, the little hand is like tapping its fingers next to a mouse trap, and then it actually gets stuck in it.
Yeah, it is like a little rodent. And then Ash laughs. Yeah, Ash laughs and the hand flips him
I
off.
know, he throws the mouse trap and gives him the finger.
And I love how Ash gets offended. He's like, oh, son of a.
I know, it's so great.
And then he's listening for it, and he hears the little squeals it's making, and he fires. And it seems like he gets it, and blood starts dripping through the wall. And then a crazy fire hose pressure level of blood shoots out in like a bunch of different spots of the wall. It's so bizarre.
I guess he was like blowing fake blood out of his nose for like weeks after
Oh,
this.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
And then it turns black, and then it gets sucked back into the wall.
Yeah.
And
so really it's like, are these things happening? Is Ash just hallucinating these things?
Mm-hmm.
They are happening, but the Deadites are also inside of his head, causing him to like see things that aren't really happening.
Yeah.
But the Deadites are behind all of it.
Right.
So it's not like Ash is crazy or anything. I mean, he is, but this is all happening to him.
Right.
He's not like hallucinating it.
And his face is now covered in red and black.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like the blood and then the black blood too, I guess, all over his face.
Oh yeah, and then when he goes to sit down, the chair collapses under him.
I know.
Poor guy's having a hell of a day, man.
He cannot catch a break. I mean, besides the chair breaking, he did catch that.
Mm-hmm.
And so then this is where the deer's head,
It like cranks and turns and looks at him.
yeah, it's like a mounted deer head on the wall. Its eyes turn white, just like a deadite, and it over to him and starts laughing maniacally.
Yeah.
And then everything in the room starts moving and laughing.
Like the lampshades are laughing. The lamp is laughing.
The curtains,
the books.
everything is flapping and laughing. And then Ash starts laughing maniacally too.
And when he's laughing, he really does look like he should be institutionalized or something. It's so fucking like over the top.
We get that close up shot of his face, bloody, looking into the camera, just laughing maniacally. Yeah.
So great.
We cannot emphasize enough the maniacally part. And so then he hears a noise at his door, and obviously he is very on edge, and he fires, and you hear someone scream.
Mm-hmm.
And so he opens the door, and there's like this slow, quiet pan from the empty door all the way over to Ash, and it's very quiet. And then boom, there's a loud noise. It's almost like a jump scare. Jake jumps on him.
He like Thez presses him, man.
He does. He Thez presses him.
Yeah.
Jake is punching him unconscious. Like he is whooping his ass.
Oh, and he actually did catch him, and a bunch of Bruce Campbell's teeth got knocked loose.
Oh, I would be so fucking mad if somebody. Oh, nope. Don't punch me in the mouth now.
It's happened to me before, and I was really pissed.
I've been caught in the mouth for sure, but I've been lucky, knock on wood, even though I can't right now because we're recording. It's usually been like fat lip, or I mean, I did get my nose broken pretty bad.
Yeah, you did.
But the teeth things freaks me out. I did have a back tooth chipped by getting kicked in the face.
I have retainers, permanent retainers, and they saved my teeth.
Oh,
Legit,
hell yeah.
saved my teeth. Yeah.
Oh, I love when I go to the dentist and I tell them what I do, and then they're like, okay, so you wear a mouth guard all the time? And I'm like,
you're like, I sure do. Of course I do.
oh, yeah, I always wear a mouth guard whenever I wrestle.
So,
Okay.
yes, he shoots through the door, and Jake is kicking his ass.
Yes, because when he shot through the door, it shoots Bobby Joe in the arm, or at least grazes her arm.
For sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Annie walks in, and she's obviously worried because her parents aren't there.
Right.
Right. And she sees the chainsaw and immediately jumps to conclusions. She gets on top of Ash, and she wants to know what the fuck happened to her parents, right?
Yeah, she's like, what did you do to them? Which I understand why she would think that.
Dude, Jake grabs him and tosses him down the stairs into the cellar.
Mm-hmm.
And Ash is like mumbling that he made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just like, I made a mistake. So you know, they think the mistake is probably that he killed
Right.
the parents, right?
Right. Bobby Joe was like, I hope you rot down there, and spits on him.
I know. Poor Ash, man. He's taking a beating. They like slam the cellar door closed. And then Annie finds her father's belongings, and she plays the recording, right?
Yeah.
And we find out that Annie's mother got possessed.
Henrietta.
Henry fucking Etta. She tried to kill her dad,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually she died,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he dragged her and buried her in the cellar, the exact cellar that Ash was just tossed into.
I love how they did this because as he's saying, I buried her in the fruit cellar, Ash is hearing this.
Oh, Ash is piecing it together, and
Yeah.
he's like, he knows that shit's about to go down.
Yeah. He looks over, and at that very moment, it's like Henrietta was just waiting for it.
For
'Cause
sure.
She bursts out of the ground, which, by the way, this was played by Ted Raimi.
Oh.
Henrietta was played. Yeah.
Dude, that's so freaking cool, man.
So, which is Sam Raimi's brother, and
Yes.
also was in Intruder, both of them.
Yes.
I know I'm like pointing across the room
and I'm
at
like,
you.
Yes.
Yes. But when I watched this before I looked into it all, because I do like to watch the movies first and then I'll go, do research and stuff. I was thinking, is this the dad or is this Henrietta? But I mean, you do find out pretty quick it's Henrietta. But then after, when I found out it was Ted playing her, I was like, okay, maybe that's why I was a little confused.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Just a lot of prosthetics.
A lot.
She's like a heavier set lady.
Mhm.
She looks very bloated, like dead bloated.
Yeah.
She's pretty gnarly looking. She's half decayed. She's got the demon eyes. They're totally white. Ash lets out a shrill scream.
Also, the way Henrietta speaks is terrifying. She's like, what's in my fruit cellar? And then she says, a fresh soul. And it's so
nasty.
Oh, I can't even do that. That hurt my throat a little bit.
She's so freaking nasty.
And so Ash obviously is freaking the fuck out. He is banging at the cellar door, begging to be let out.
Yeah.
Henrietta's getting closer and closer, and she's like, I'll swallow your soul. And her face turns into claymation and transforms as it gets closer and closer to Ash. It like turns into like a skull dragon. I don't even know what to call it.
It's hard to describe what it is. Yeah.
But it transforms a few times as it gets closer to him. This reminded me so much of Large Marge in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
Tell him Large Marge sent you. And so Jake thinks Ash is lying, but even Annie is like, no, let him out, let him out. And so Ash does get out, and this giant, terrifying prosthetic head pops out of the cellar and is trying to grab at them.
Yep.
So this is Henrietta, and it's just not claymation form. And it does end up grabbing Jake by the face, and then Ed starts punching it, and it grabs him by the face too, yeets him into a picture frame on the wall. So Ed is like knocked out.
Yep.
Now, Jake and Ash are trying to shove Henrietta back into the cellar. They're squishing its head in between like the cellar door and the floor, which pops out an eyeball, and it flies across the room. You see it like, phew, like just going across the room. Bobby Joe is screaming, and it goes into her mouth.
Dude.
So nasty.
It makes me like dry heave. It's so gross.
And then Jake kicks Henrietta's face into the cellar to like shut the door. That was so funny to me because they just show like a wide shot of that of him just kicking the prosthetic really hard. And so they do lock it with a chain, but it can still open a crack.
It can. And the chains are already on the cellar door, which indicates to me that Annie's father had already chained up that cellar. So I'm guessing that she turned into the Deadite before he died. Because why else would he put chains on the cellar door?
Yeah, he does say in the tape that she tried to attack him. When she died, he buried her. So yeah, I mean, he knew weird shit was going on.
For sure. We get another demon POV here, and it's rushing towards the cabin. It's like shrilling. It's like screaming and shit.
And then Ash is telling everyone else what's going on. He's saying it lives out in those woods. Suddenly, you hear someone singing Hush Little Baby, which, can I just tell you, I hate nursery rhymes.
Oh.
I don't know. They just bother me.
What about them bothers you?
I don't know. I think a lot of them are kind of fucked up when you break them down, or they're weird.
For sure.
Like, I hate the song You Are My Sunshine.
Really?
I hate it.
Why?
Have you ever heard the second verse?
I like the cover of it by a band, Screeching Weasel.
Oh, okay. That's probably different. I wonder if they have the same second verse.
I don't know.
It says something about like, when I awoke, dear. So I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and cried.
Yeah.
That's fucking depressing.
It's very sad.
So my mom used to try to sing that to us as a kid, and I straight up requested. I was like making requests to the DJ. I was like,
just gonna say that she's a DJ.
I was like, please do not sing that one. I do not like it.
It's fair. You know what? You don't have to like it. And
That's
nobody's singing that shit to you.
Thanks.
I'll put a stop to it.
Thanks. But anyway, Henrietta is looking from the crack in the cellar, but it's like real Henrietta.
And she's singing that song to Annie.
Yeah. And at first, Annie is like, mother. And I'm like, girl, you think that's the first thing your mom would say to you if she was trapped in a cellar?
No, but honestly, like, because I think like Annie didn't get any closure from her mom, right?
Yeah,
so like for her to then to see, imagine seeing like your loved one like that.
I can't even.
I don't even think you could not respond that way. Like, I feel like it would take a minute for your brain and your heart to like catch up to each other.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Right.
But even Ash gives her a look like, girl.
Yeah, he's like, please don't.
And she does say then, that thing in the cellar is not my mother. And then suddenly Ed springs up and he is fully a Deadite. And he is terrifying. This is where I was like, well, Henrietta too. But I was like, oh, the prosthetics have really improved in this one.
Oh, no, for sure. And also, I want to mention here that Annie was born on September 2nd and I was born on September 3rd. And we're almost birthday twins. Okay. And she's a Virgo. And that is why I think I love Annie so much.
Oh, yeah. Because her mom does say, like, you were born on this day and it was snowing, and tells the story to try to like win her over.
And she like declares to the group that that is not her mother.
Yeah.
So.
And so Ed is now a Deadite.
Yep.
And the other Deadites, including Henrietta, they all start chanting.
Oh my God, Dead by Dawn. Because that originally the movie was going to be called Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn.
Oh.
And I think it might even in some regions, they still have that as but it ends up being the tagline, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say, we are the things that once were and will be again. And then Ed flies toward Bobby Joe and he just eats a chunk of her hair.
Dude, yeah, it's wild.
Which is, I don't want to say more terrifying because it's not more terrifying than getting your face eaten, but I don't know. It's just odd.
But Jake tries to stop him and Ed grabs him and knocks his head against a light.
Yeah, just up a light bulb cracks. And Ash looks like he's leaving and Annie yells, help us, you fucking coward.
Yeah, she's pissed.
Which I understand. Like, why would you leave us? Like, thanks a lot.
But he ain't. He's coming
He's
back with a
not.
big old axe.
Mhm.
And then we see him chopping the shit out of Ed as green blood literally sprays all over the room.
Yeah.
It's like blood goo.
I love how they just keep changing the color of the blood in this one. We've seen red, black, and green now.
And I love this shot of Annie, Jake, and Bobby. And they're all kind of like looking down at Ed while Ash like kind of stands up to meet them. And it's kind of like it reminded me of Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the sense that we've got the Scooby Gang together.
Yeah.
Like we're kind of seeing all of them together
Yeah.
against the Deadites, you know? I don't know. I just thought it was a cool shot.
I think they also realize here, like, oh, Ash is...
He is our leader.
He's that bitch.
He's
you know what I'm
he's
saying?
our savior. Yeah.
Which is funny also considering what happens in the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So later that night now, Jake is looking out the window and he notices that the trail they came in is now gone.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, like the woods just swallowed her up. And then suddenly it's so quiet in the house.
And even the clock on the wall stops ticking.
Mm-hmm. And then everything all of a sudden starts moving and making so much noise. And I love this shot. So there are sounds coming from every which way. And all the characters keep looking to the left, then the right, then up, then down, and all together.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was so cool. So they're kind of following the sounds.
And the camera is like flipping around and cutting really quickly. And there's a lot of like quick cuts going on here.
Mhm.
We hear galloping, zoom ins. It's all very like disorienting, kind of animalistic.
That's what I wrote too. Animalistic sounds.
Yeah, for sure. And Ash wonders if whatever it is trying to force itself into their world,
Right.
basically.
And
Because
then
that is what it sounds like.
I would say that's what's happening for
Yeah.
sure. I thought it was trying to find someone to possess, basically.
Yeah.
So a door slowly opens on its own. And then Ash is like, all right, well, all go in together. And Jake is like, hell no, you're the curious one.
Well, don't we like see lightning and booms coming from one of the bedrooms? Before the door opens, it's like a lightning goes off in the bedroom, and that's what draws them over to it.
And then that door just like creaks open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
And so there's a moment where it's like Ash is like, all right, I guess I'll just go in here by
Dude,
myself.
he's so fucking brave. And
Yeah.
he starts approaching the door, and Annie, being the bad bitch that she is, grabs a lantern, and she's like, no, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Annie, I freaking love you.
So they slowly go into the room. And then they basically get jump scared when Jake and Bobby Joe jump into the room right behind them because they probably don't want to be left
They
alone.
like leap in like weirdos.
I know. They like hop in like they have to hop over the door frame where they're going to get, I don't know.
Yeah, and like Ash actually looks at them like, really, dudes?
Yeah.
Like, did you have to do it like that?
Like y'all didn't want to come in here. And then suddenly a ghost of Annie's father appears. And he says, there's a dark spirit in here that wants to destroy you. He's talking to Annie. Also, he's saying it like, oh, like that, but I'm not going to do that for this whole thing.
Right.
He says, your salvation lies there, the pages of the book. Recite the passages, dispel the evil, save my soul. So his soul is trapped in being tormented.
And then he howls and disappears.
Yeah. He also is like a floating head and hands that looks like a ghost that just has like black lines on it, I guess.
Yeah, at first.
Like contour.
The first. got a great contour.
Great contour.
The first
in
time I saw
afterworld.
this, I didn't know if he was a Deadite. Like, I couldn't tell if he was like a good spirit, but I would say that he is a good spirit and he's trapped.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
You know, just a little favor, no pressure on your shoulders or anything. Just save my soul, please.
Yeah, right. And then Bobby, she turns to Jake and she's like, "You're holding my hand too tight." And he's like, "Baby, I'm not holding your hand." And it's Ash's like cut off hand. And she freaks the fuck out. A lantern falls. Once they get a light on, so it gets really dark in there. Once they get the light on, they notice that Bobby is gone. And she's running through the woods screaming. Not a smart move, girl.
No,
okay?
if you watched,
you were just told the woods are evil.
Yeah.
That the evil is in the woods.
Yeah, and if you watched the first one, you know you do not go into the woods at night.
Certainly not.
So she runs into a tree eventually, as she's like screaming through the woods and everything. Eventually runs into a tree that is very much alive.
Oh yeah.
And it starts to wrap her up. And I'm just happy that what happens in the first one did not happen to her.
Right.
Because that's where I thought it was going. But this one basically drags her all the way through the woods.
It's so cool when it's dragging her. I think that is so freaking cool.
But scary. And like, even when they show the branches kind of going into her mouth.
So I'm saying, like the stunt, it's like so wild.
And basically it drags her into a tree.
Yes, exactly.
Like going, I don't even know, 70 miles per hour or something.
And it cuts right away to Ash and the crew smashing open the glass and pulling out the pages of the Necronomicon.
Yes. And Jake is wondering where she is. He's looking out the window. Where's Bobby Joe? Where's Bobby Joe? And Ash is like, look, if she went out into the woods, you can forget about finding her.
Yes, exactly. And he gets like a weird feeling and tells Annie it feels like something walked over his grave.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yes. And Annie starts like looking through the pages and they come across one that shows Ash with his chainsaw arm. And that he was known as the hero from the sky in 1300 AD. He was prophesied to have destroyed the evil.
Yes, but we don't know this is Ash yet. It's drawn like a child draws with crayons.
Yeah, we don't know that it's Ash.
And they don't know it either.
They don't know it either, but we know that it's Ash.
Yes.
And that's why he made the remark of, it sounds like somebody just walked over my grave.
Oh.
So.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, then because then he says they didn't do a very good job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
also, this is the plot of the third Evil Dead movie, which is Army of Darkness.
Yes, bingo. So Annie finds two passages. There's a dark demon looking thing on the page. And on the first page, when you recite the first page, basically, it makes the dark spirit manifest itself in the flesh. So it brings it into this world. And then when you recite the second passage, it creates a kind of rift in time and space. And the physical manifestation of this dark spirit can be forced back into the rift. And then in my notes, I said, Annie is hot and smart.
She's translating this for Ash. Like, oh, I think it says, imagine she's making it up. He doesn't know.
No, right. But like she really is, she knows her shit.
Yeah. Ash and Annie, both that bitch.
Because it's all written in Latin, isn't it?
I would imagine it's Latin.
Or some sort of language that's not English.
Yeah, I just assume it's Latin, but I actually don't know. I don't speak Latin.
I don't either.
And so they turn around and Jake has the shotgun on them.
This pissed me the fuck off.
Me too. This is where I was like, all right, Jake, you gotta fucking go.
You gotta go, dude.
You gotta go. And so he's forcing them to go outside to help find Bobby Joe. And Ash is like, you idiot. But Jake doesn't want to hear it.
No, Ash is like, we're gonna die. Like, you're gonna get us all killed.
On one hand, I'm like, Jake, fight for your woman. Like, I do love
that.
Then
go. Then you go. Why are you dragging me? It's not my girlfriend.
Exactly. But also, he just told you, like, if you go out there, you're going to die.
Yes.
And so it's not like, oh, she's right there. I can see her. Let's go save her. Like, they don't even know where she is anyway.
I know. And Ash even tells Jake that she's dead. And these pages that they have, it gives them a shot. Like, they could actually survive this. But this dumb piece of shit grabs the pages and throws them in the cellar with Henrietta.
I was so pissed.
I was like, I wanted him to die in that moment.
Me too. I was like, throw the lantern at his fucking face.
He is a fucking dumbass, and he is dumb as he looks. I swear to God.
Dan Hicks does a great job.
No, he really, really does. He's fantastic.
Because he pissed us off.
He forces them out of the cabin and whacks Ash in the back of the head with the gun. Like, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
Ash is the only one willing to basically go to war with these Deadites and
Yep.
save them. That's what he's been doing up until this point.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. It made me livid.
And then Jake is screaming, Bobby Joe, Bobby Joe. And
Again, why are you bringing attention to us?
yeah.
In my notes, I said, just go look for her if you want, you dumb piece of shit. Like, I wish someone would have said that to him. Sorry,
I mean,
I'm getting
Ash-
so heated.
But Ash basically did. Like, he was calling him an idiot. Like, this is not this. You're not doing what you think you're doing here.
Yeah.
We're all gonna end up dead. But because Ash got knocked unconscious, he pops up behind Jake as a Deadite.
Dude, it's wild.
Yeah. So once again, it's like, okay, well, first of all, it's nighttime, right?
Yes.
So
and
maybe
yes,
it's just because it's nighttime and he was unconscious, so he couldn't resist them taking over his body.
jumping into him for sure. And
Yeah.
like the woods also sound alive here.
Oh yeah, they
Like
are.
the branches, like everything is creaking. It's really creepy.
And so Annie, of course, is terrified because, oh my gosh, he gorilla presses Jake.
I wrote the same thing.
He picks him up over his head and just, yeah. That's when I was like, okay, he's done a flip bump. He's done a gorilla press.
He's got to be a pro wrestler.
Like, were they not doing pro wrestling training or what? And so Annie runs into the cabin. She grabs the Kandarian dagger.
Whoa, that's what it's called. All right.
It is. Well, at first I wrote the skeleton knife thing.
Yeah, that's what I wrote
But
too.
then I went back and looked it up.
Love it.
And she's walking through the house with it, ready to stab. Okay. Someone starts banging on one of the doors and she's freaking out. When Annie is screaming and like by the doors, I don't know why it's so funny to me, but someone's banging trying to get through. And once they do break through, Annie stabs with that knife. It's Jake.
I don't even feel bad. Good.
Me
Get him out of
neither.
here.
Me neither. But she stabs him through the stomach. And now Ash pops up in the window, fully deadite, trying to attack Annie.
And there's also like a moment where she looks down and there's blood on her hands. And I just like the symbolism of that. Like there's blood on her hands and there's literally blood on her hands.
Yeah.
You know, I like
and
that.
she's like, she does seem very regretful. Like she's not trying to kill Jake, even though he was annoying as hell and possibly going to have them all killed.
Right.
But, you know, that wasn't her intent.
No.
And you could also look at it as that's one less human to be on your side, I guess.
Right.
She tries to shut the door to block Ash, and Jake is in the way, and it's so funny.
It's just
like,
such great comedy, man.
he's still alive, so he's
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, while
Yeah.
he's stabbed, and then like she drags him a little bit out of the way, but his feet are still in the way.
Dude, when she drags him, so I watched a documentary on this movie and they had to do that take over and over and over where she's dragging him. And I guess every single take she was just getting like more and more frustrated. So her in that scene, like she's legitimately like losing her mind there.
When she's actually dragging him across the floor.
She's
Okay.
pissed, man.
That is so funny
and
because
exhausted. She's tired.
I made a note about it because it was so fucking funny to me.
yes. She's
So-
literally dragging him and he's a heavy dude.
Because at first she takes the knife out of him because he asked her to, and then she's trying to drag him across the floor like to safety.
Yeah.
And at one point she trips because he yells out. She kind of like falls and she just yells, shut up in his face. I totally believe that she was actually mad in that scene. It's so fucking funny.
Oh yeah, for sure. And he's telling her that he can't breathe. Which is, you know, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, that is sad. I also didn't think she'd be able to take the Kandarian dagger out of him because of it's basically like a vertebrae or like a spine with the handle and then like a skull for the handle.
Exactly.
I thought that the spine was going to be like barb almost and you wouldn't be able to pull it out.
I just thought when you get stabbed like that, you're not supposed to pull the weapon out because you can bleed out. And it's kind of like, it's like a plug. It's like plugging your blood.
I think that's possible too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I don't think he was necessarily giving her the most logical
Right.
request, but he just wanted that out. And so she's pulling him across the room to safety. She ends up pulling him to the cellar, not purposely, but you know, he's kind of close to the cellar.
Yeah.
And Henrietta pops up and starts pulling him into the cellar by his head.
So yeah, so she's got his feet. So picture a staircase and imagine his head is like down the stairs and Annie is holding his feet.
Yeah, like trying to pull him back. And he's like halfway through and so much blood starts shooting out. And I was like,
Yes.
girl, just let go of his legs at this point.
I guess the actor almost drowned
What?
because there was so much blood coming at his face.
Dan Hicks?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we would have never got Intruder.
I know, right? Wild.
Oh my gosh, that's scary. And so Jake is gone.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about him
Good.
anymore.
Thank God.
And so now Deadite Ash pops up behind Annie in the house
He
or in the
fucking
cabin.
press slams her.
He gorilla presses her too.
I know,
I was
I
like,
know.
this is his signature move.
No, it's crazy.
Deadite Ash's signature move is a gorilla press.
I can't stand being like picked up like that. In fact,
Really?
I say no.
You know what? I would rather take that than like I don't know, power bomb.
Oh, I wouldn't take that either. Come on. I ain't taking any of that shit.
Even though I say that and I'll never mind.
I know I say that too. And then in the moment, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you want.
Do it. Actually, you know what? Throw me through a table. That's better.
I'm having fun. Okay, so then Deadite Ash finds Linda's necklace on the ground. The chain is lying in the shape of a skull.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Very ominous,
Because he's kind of stalking towards Annie, but then he's distracted by Linda's necklace.
Right.
And when he looks at it, like you can see that he's starting to look kind of sad. And he starts like twitching a bit, like almost like when a dog smells something.
Okay.
Like that's like the way it looked like to me.
Yeah.
And he examines the necklace and he starts looking really sad and he starts screaming and sobbing.
Yeah, and it changes him back to normal.
I know, it's so sad.
So it's like his humanity was able to come through because of that emotional connection.
Yeah.
And so normal Ash is, he's upset. He kind of relaxes against the wall. He looks up and an axe comes flying at his face.
Oh yeah, Annie is awake and she's got that axe, man.
And she is not taking any chances.
No, for sure.
So
I feel for her, man.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
She's going down swinging.
Literally. And so he thinks he calms her down and he relaxes again. And then she starts swinging again. And he's like, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And she says what I was thinking, which was, okay, maybe now, but for how long?
For how long? Exactly.
Can't have you just transforming out of nowhere. That is a threat to me.
And he keeps saying, like, I'm all right. I'm all right. But he looks insane.
Yeah. And so they need the pages that Jake threw down in the cellar. That's their next task.
But here comes one of my favorite parts in the whole movie. Let's go.
As we know, Henrietta is still down there. And so they go into the little shed for a DIY project. We love a DIY.
Oh, hell yeah. Ash fashions himself a chainsaw arm, okay? He looks fucking wicked. He's all strapped up and ready to kill some demons. And then he says, groovy.
Yes, he takes the shotgun. He saws off the end of it, which that is believed in real life to increase pellet spread. Ooh. It can also make it easier to conceal. That's another reason people saw off shotguns. But more importantly, and probably for Ash, it makes it easier to maneuver, especially in close ranges and with one arm.
He looks fine as hell. That's all I'm going to say. I think this is the hottest he looks in the whole movie.
This is the classic Ash. Chainsaw arm, boomstick, which it will become to known. Not
chiseled jaw.
He doesn't say boomstick, chiseled jaw. Yeah. He doesn't say boomstick in this movie, but it will be in the next one. And so the alive tree outside, well, I mean, the trees are already alive, duh. But you know what I mean? Like it's like it has a face and is gonna kill people.
Oh, now it looks like alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it's
looks
a
like
monster.
A creature. Yeah.
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 Is using its roots to climb toward the house.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
And Ash is now sawing open the cellar door, which I don't know why they didn't just unlock it. I guess they don't have the lock, whatever.
They probably don't have the key.
So they're sawing open the cellar door and he goes down.
And we can hear demon like Henrietta.
Yes, he's trying to find Henrietta. We can hear her and he gets jump scared by a skeleton. And I'm assuming this is a skeleton of Jake because it was wearing overalls.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. Okay.
And so he, isn't really finding her. He searches for a while.
And it's very dark down here and you can't see shit.
Yeah, it's creepy as hell.
Like we hear sighing, we hear hissing. He does start up his chainsaw.
Yeah.
We're coming towards like a shower curtain with a little light bulb behind it, which freaks me out. He kind of whips it open and it's the water gimmick, the water heater gimmick.
Yeah.
And a skeleton pops out and Ash does find the rest of the pages.
Yes.
He does.
Yep.
He backs out towards the cellar stairs and tosses the pages up to Annie. Smart move, because if he goes down, at least Annie's got the pages, right? And as he starts to walk up the stairs, Henrietta pops up between the steps and grabs him, forcing him to fall face down the stairs again.
Which that freaked me out because I think his feet were facing away. So yeah, she grabs both of his ankles and pulls
him.
So he falls forward and I was just picturing like his feet going through the stairs and then his legs like bending the wrong way. Which didn't happen, but that's what I was picturing was going to happen from that angle. It freaked me out.
I was picturing his face like hitting the stairs and just like breaking his whole face. Dude.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, for sure.
Breaking that chiseled jaw.
Oh, we can't have that. We can't have that.
So he is now being grabbed by Henrietta and Annie starts reciting the passages.
Yes, she does.
And Henrietta's like, not today, bitch. Shoots out of the cellar, grabs Annie by the hair and starts spinning in a circle while floating in the air.
Like an airplane, like an airplane spin.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's so many wrestling moves in this. This isn't quite a wrestling move, but I wish I could do this. That'd be pretty cool. But Annie has her feet on the ground. Henrietta is floating and just like going in a circle.
Yes, exactly.
The full body prosthetic on Henrietta looks so scary. It looks like she's melting.
It
Almost.
does. She's like bloated. Like
I guess
she's
decomposing.
bloaty, like, yeah, she's pretty rotten looking.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Ash pulls himself from the basement ready to kick some ass, man. He whistles at Henrietta. She comes rushing at him and launches him across the room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so obviously a person in a suit, which I guess is Ted Raimi.
Yeah.
But it still looks really fucking weird and scary.
Oh, it's really scary.
Yeah.
And he starts beating her ass.
Yes.
Like,
yes, exactly.
like punching her in the gut, uppercutting her, like just going crazy. And then her claymation head goes crazy.
Dude, it is absolutely wild.
It's
like
difficult.
stop motion, right?
I think claymation, stop motion. I think they use stop motion in claymation because they have to keep moving it, right?
Yeah.
But she has like a long dinosaur neck. It's difficult to describe. It looks like a skeletal face.
Yeah, skeletal face, but with like a long ass brontosaurus type neck. Yeah.
I don't know the dinosaurs, but yeah, that's the long neck.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.
She just keeps saying it over and over again.
Yeah.
It does look kind of funny. Like
it does. And she also sounds like a monkey at one point, like squealing, like a banshee or something while they're fighting.
Yeah. And he backhands her a few times, which is pretty awesome.
And then Annie starts singing Hush Little Baby.
She does.
Which distracts her. And at first I was like, what? And then I'm like, oh yeah, like there is a real person in there. And she's appealing to the humanity of the Henrietta that is still inside. So that little distraction allows Ash to shove the chainsaw right through Henrietta's body. And then he starts chopping her the fuck up.
Dude, like arms, limbs, like, yes.
Flying across the room. All the limbs.
It's basically like a long neck and no arms at this point.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he chops her head off and her long neck sounds like a deflating balloon.
Yeah, it's great.
And the head is still like, I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.
Oh, I hate it so much. It's awful.
But I love it because then Ash goes, swallow this, and blows its head off. Well, I mean, its head is already off, but blows the head to smithereens with the shotgun.
And then he blows on his gun all badass. And I'm like...
And puts it in his back.
I'm like, hey, Ash, what's up?
I love a good one-liner. So Ash and Annie hug at this point.
And she's crying.
Yeah, that's... talk about fucking trauma.
Yeah, and he like comforts her. They've seen some shit together, man, for real. And they kind of embrace for a moment. And... to me, it didn't feel romantic. It felt like just supporting each other.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like comforting each other.
There was a moment where they're hugging and then they separate, but not all the way. And I'm like, well, in a movie, here comes the kiss.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. And I'm kind of glad they didn't.
No, me too, because Linda just died. You know what I mean? And like
but if you're gonna trauma bond with anyone, it's gonna be this situation.
No, that's true. And he is like, I don't know. I'm gonna stop.
But
I'm gonna stop thirsting over Ash.
I also like it because it was like there's a mutual respect between these people. Like it didn't have to lead to a romantic thing. It wasn't needed. So I'm glad they didn't do that.
No, same. But then they feel a crash and we see trees in the like banging into the cabin.
Oh my gosh, the trees are fighting and they are.
Like they're busting through the walls, the chimney.
Yes.
The house is starting to sort of fall apart. And Annie gets blown across the cabin. She tells Ash that she only read the first.
Do you just call him ass? No, leave it. Leave it. It's so funny.
Well, she tells Ash that she only read the first pages, which means that the demons are flesh now. So they're in our world.
Right.
And he like yells to her that she needs to recite the rest of the passage.
Yeah, and this next practical effect is a wild. I love shit like this. A gigantic deadite demon creature head, just the head, as big as like from the floor to the ceiling, busts through the wall.
Dude, it's so crazy. Ash looks fucking scared too.
Yeah, and he tells Annie, don't look at it, which good advice. Don't look at it. Finish the passages.
Yep.
And so she starts to, and then she gets stabbed in the back.
With Ash's hand.
The stupid ass severed hand. You didn't get rid of it, Ash.
I know.
With that Kandarian dagger.
It's so sad.
Look at me. I didn't have it written down right there and I remembered it.
I love it. I really wanted to know what it was called and I'm so glad you know.
And so a tree now wraps around Ash like a fist. Like it looks like a hand, but it's tree branches.
Oh, and he gets his stripe through his hair here. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's all coming together. And it's bringing, are we twins?
Winning.
Side note, do I look like a founding father?
No, you look good.
I meant to ask you this in the beginning of the episode. Now we're toward the end. It's too late.
So
It just reminded me because of hair. Because
I thought you were gonna ask me something about the movie, and you're like, "Do I look like a founding father?"
Because I have this little low bun. This is my very low
You look
effort.
cute.
Okay, anyway.
You look so cute.
Thanks. So do you. Okay, so the fist is bringing Ash closer and closer to it. The demon mouth.
It has like a big nasty mouth too, dude.
It almost looks like a burnt turtle.
Oh my god, accurate. Very accurate
Like it,
description.
like eyes, mouth, no nose.
Yes.
Red.
And Annie keeps reciting the passage, even though she has a dagger in her back, because she is a bad bitch. I am so team Annie, man.
For real.
I love her.
But before she finishes, it seems like she dies. She stops and just, you know?
Right. And we see a portal open up in the woods and shit starts getting sucked into it, dude.
Yeah, and there are human heads on this creature that are like, we won, we won. It reminded me of Nightmare on Elm Street 4 when Freddy has all the faces in his body.
I love that. That was so
I do love
cool.
I love the practical effect. But yeah, they're like, I'm assuming, because we get a close up of them, they're just like the heads like popping out, and I'm assuming they're on this creature. And Ash is about to get eaten. I think he stabs the creature in its eye
with the chainsaw.
Yeah, but it's not really doing anything. And then,
but Annie's not dead because
she's not,
because Annie says Conda, like she's reciting.
Yeah,
still.
it seems like she's dead, and Ash is about to get killed, and then she mutters the last word.
Right, exactly. Ash's car, some trees, and a giant demon, along with the smoke, gets pulled into the portal. Yeah, and Ash gets free from the branches, and he crawls over to Annie. Oh my god, he looks at her and he says, "You did it, kid."
Yeah. I feel like that also solidified it was not a romantic thing.
Yeah, exactly. I loved it.
Imagine she wakes up and she's like, "Oh, kid? Oh, so
well, okay, so I guess this is going nowhere." So the front door opens and we see the portal, dude. It's massive and it is pulling everything in the cabin towards it like a tornado, dude.
Yeah, so now Ash is being sucked out.
And he's holding on for dear life, but he cannot hold on anymore.
So do you think that he is being sucked through because it's sucking everything through, or do you think he's being sucked through because he's also a Deadite? He's half possessed, or however you want to refer to that as.
I think you can look at it both ways. Yeah. Because it is sucking everything into it.
But I don't think it was sucking her into it. And so I looked at it as anything that is a Deadite is getting now sucked into whatever, because they were manifested into flesh in the first passage.
Yeah.
And now they're putting it back into that rift with the second one. So I was like, I looked at it as Ash is like, "Oh, I'm free." And then it's like, "No, you're not, because you were possessed. So now you're part of this."
I mean, listen, there are a lot of Evil Dead experts in this world that will definitely tell us.
We are not two of them.
We are not them. We love it, but we are not them. And
Yeah.
if you know exactly what the purpose is, if it is because, I thought it was just because he's the part of the prophecy.
That very well could be it too. I love going over the different theories. So I love discussing what the possibilities could be.
No, 100%. But he does get sucked into the portal. And we hear his scream die out.
These graphics are something.
Dude.
As he's like flipping.
Yes, there's like sparkles.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's different colors. So his scream dies out and he's transported through time, essentially. And his car crashes to the ground, what looks like the desert.
Yeah.
And Ash crashes not far behind him.
Yeah.
Behind the car. And he's on the ground, and now he's circled by knights.
All these knights roll up on their horses.
And we are in 1300 AD. Oh boy.
And the knights are like, "Slay the beast, 'tis a Deadite." Talking about Ash.
Yes.
And so they're all like spears drawn, ready to stab him, when a terrifying demon creature, which I'm assuming is a Deadite.
It's like flying. With
wings, starts flying toward them. It has almost like a humanish face, but it looks like an old man / troll.
Yeah.
It's, once again, I'm assuming claymation. And it reminded me a lot of, have you ever seen Clash of the Titans?
No.
Oh, you got to watch it just for the claymation.
Okay.
It's so creepy. I think that movie scared me as a kid, and that's why claymation and stop motion freaks me out to this day.
Yeah.
It's so creepy. But flying toward him, Ash stands up and just blows its head off with his shotgun, with his boomstick.
It explodes. And the knights are amazed.
Oh, they are hailing him like this is our savior.
All hail Ash.
Yeah.
And he is like, no. Like he wants no part of this.
Which I was interested. I'm like, why? I mean, besides, you're sucked out of your world and forced to be in whatever. I do get that, I guess, why you would say no.
I think that you just answered your own question.
Yeah, I think I did too. Because I'm like, why don't you want this?
Wait, you don't want to be the savior?
Well, I guess I was thinking more like you almost got killed and now they're like, oh, we like you. So I would look at that as a good thing.
I mean, that's definitely a good thing. But I think Ash in the moment has pieced together, right, that he is what was in the pages of the Necronomicon.
Yeah, he is stuck in 1380.
Yeah, for sure. And the end.
That's the end.
That's Evil Dead 2, man.
And that will lead into Army of Darkness.
Hell to the motherfucking yeah.
Which I have to admit, I actually have not seen.
I've seen it. You know what's interesting? People love Army of Darkness, and I understand why. It is like fun. It's a fun watch. I think I just don't like movies that are like in
we've discussed
the Middle Ages.
Yeah. Well, you know how we feel. A lot of you know how we feel about the ocean, space, even though there are clearly exceptions.
I mean, Alien,
Hello, Jaws. But yeah, medieval medieval also does that to me where I'm like, I don't know. But then certain movies like the comedy Robin Hood Men in Tights, I will watch that all day. So I don't know. Obviously there are exceptions, and I will watch this. I want to see it. I want to see the third one.
So apparently, Stephen King wrote a piece in Twilight Zone magazine praising the original Evil Dead, which then got Dino De Laurentiis involved. He was an Italian film producer and businessman, and that is what got him involved in Evil Dead 2, which is how they were able to make the film.
Yeah.
Or at least it definitely helped them make the film.
I love that.
Yeah, it was kind of exciting. And this shoot, even though it was a difficult shoot, it was nowhere near like the first Evil Dead. The first Evil Dead was a really chaotic, it sounded like a very chaotic shoot. I think it was really, really hard. And I want to say they shot the original in 79, maybe 79 and 80, and it didn't come out until 83. But it was a very difficult shoot. And then right after that, they made the movie Crime Wave.
Okay.
And it did not do well at all.
Oh.
Okay.
I was going to say, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, I guess the studio got involved with it, and because of that, they kind of lost control, and it bombed pretty bad.
Okay.
So Sam Raimi originally didn't even want to do Evil Dead 2, but I guess he kind of got convinced into doing it, and they went with more of like a comedy approach to it.
Okay.
Scott Spiegel made a short film called Attack of the Helping Hand, where Hamburger Helper was attacking this housewife, and Sam Raimi really loved that. So that was kind of like the vibe he wanted for this film.
Okay, what is it called?
It's called Attack of the Helping Hand.
Okay, I have to see this.
Right?
Once you said a Hamburger Helper, I was like, I'm in.
No, right? Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
This was shot in Wadesboro, North Carolina, and some of it was shot in Detroit, in the Detroit area. Thought you would love that.
You already know.
And remember how I was telling you that the scene where Annie is dragging Jake, that it was really hard and he was really heavy? They did 17 takes.
Wow, of her having to actually drag him.
Yes.
Wow.
And that was Danny Hick's first feature film as well.
Hell yeah.
I think that was pretty neat.
That's really cool. I also like Annie's a small woman. I'm not taking anything away from her strength, but
no,
that
but
had to have been
small compared to him.
Yeah.
For sure. So the actress that plays Bobby Joe, when she spits, it's supposed to be tobacco, but it's actually brownie.
Oh, I just assumed she was spitting on him. I didn't realize it was supposed to be tobacco, but it does make sense because they're supposed to be like, you know.
Yeah.
You know, people that chew tobacco. I don't know.
So also Danny Hicks broke his nose when, I was about to call him Bruce Campbell, but when Ash reaches behind and grabs him during the fight scene between them, he apparently broke Danny Hicks's nose. Danny Hicks's nose broke there.
Oh.
And then when Danny Hicks was on top of him, giving him the ground and pound, that's where he almost knocked his teeth out.
Giving him the ground and pound. I love it.
Baby.
Side note, I just noticed that your chain on your necklace is the chainsaw chain.
I know.
I love that. I saw the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Like the
it's the chain from the chainsaw.
I was going to say the gem.
I mean, it's a bit of a gem.
It is.
I'm wearing an Ash necklace of a chainsaw.
Yeah.
From Evil Dead. Yes, yes, yes.
Sorry, continue.
No worries. This was also filmed during the summer, so it was super, super, super hot. And there was nothing to do in Wadesboro. Like, there was just nothing happening in that town.
They should have stayed in Michigan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Also, I can think of towns you could probably say that about in Michigan, but still.
No, for sure, for sure.
Okay, so Bruce Campbell is obviously, as we've already mentioned, very well known to have done his own stunts. Okay, but in a more recent interview, like 2024 interview with Decider, he did say, basically alludes to that he's learned his lesson and he's good on the stunts for now.
For sure.
He also is obviously a lot older, but he was talking about Tom Cruise a little bit. I don't know if he was asked about Tom Cruise, but his quote is, "I also have learned the lesson. It's okay for stunt guys to make money too, you know, Tom Cruise," which I thought was really funny. And he said, some actors need to learn it's okay because guess what? He hurts himself and he has hurt himself and you stop shooting, which is true.
I think he broke his ankle. And I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise broke his ankle shooting one of the Mission Impossibles.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I do think it's cool when they do their own stunts. But you know what? I did think of that recently about like, oh yeah, then a stunt guy doesn't get that job. But I don't know.
Yeah, but you still, most films will still hire a stunt double just for safety or
backup,
stair stunts, car stunts, stuff
the
like
ones you
that.
don't feel like doing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so a little tidbit here. After watching the final cut of the film, producer Dino De Laurentiis knew for certain that the film was going to get an X rating from the MPAA due to the high amount of violence and gore.
Oh, yeah. I forget X is more than just nudity.
Yes.
I'm like, what?
So, however, Sam Raimi argued if the film would be recut to secure an R rating, it would only be around an hour long. So they would lose a lot of the footage, right? And so since De Laurentiis wasn't allowed to release an unrated film, he decided to pseudonymously credit his production company under the name Rosebud Releasing Corporation, allowing him to not submit the film to the MPAA and release the film without a rating.
Oh, I'm glad they were able to do that workaround.
Me too. Hell yeah.
That's so funny.
So I would imagine you love Evil Dead 2.
I do. I loved it.
I forgot how much I loved this movie.
I don't think that I've actually ever seen this movie all the way through.
Okay.
I've seen the first one.
Yeah.
I did rewatch right before I watched the second one. But
Sure.
yeah, I don't know that I saw Evil Dead 2 all the way through. So that's why I was a little confused at first of like, wait, what's happening? And it did not disappoint.
It's so good, dude.
I love Bruce Campbell. I love the practical effects. I love the silliness.
I
I'm
do
here
too.
for it.
I'm here for the gags, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I love Bruce Campbell. I think he's fantastic. I love just listening to him talk about movies and filmmaking and his experiences. I think he's just a gem of a human. And I love the Evil Dead franchise. I even like the 2013 reboot.
I don't think I saw the reboot. I did see Evil Dead Rise.
Didn't love it personally.
I remember liking it, but I don't remember being like, oh my gosh, I love it. But I do remember liking it.
It just reminded me a lot of Demons 2, the Italian film, and I like that a lot. And so
okay.
I was kind of like, okay, no, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I know that's whatever.
You're allowed to have your own preferences. I do feel like for me, it takes a lot for me to say I don't like a movie. So I remember liking it.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I did like the 2013 reboot a lot, though. I thought it was really good.
Especially now that I've watched the 1 and 2 back to back like this, I want to watch the reboot like soon.
No, for sure. It's super good.
And especially since you say you like it. So that means they did do it justice.
And like it's a girl in it instead.
Okay.
So it's pretty neat. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, we're going to talk about more on our Patreon extended episode. We do have a Patreon that you can follow for free. We do post every week which movie's coming next week, which episode. We also tell our Patreon members our whole lineup after we record one of these little loop-de-loops.
Yep, we do bonus episodes. We do all kinds of stuff, man. It's the best.
Hell yeah.
And if you'd like to support us in other ways, you could give us a 5-star rating. It really does help the podcast grow. We're all over social media. Chainsaw Girls Pod. We have TikTok. We have Instagram.
We have YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, interacting with our YouTube is also another way to support us for free.
Hell yeah. You could also email us at chainsawgirlspod@gmail.com if you have movie suggestions or you just want to gab with us. We'd love to hear from you.
And we also read our top patrons at the end of every episode, which we're about to do right now.
Me or you?
Either way.
I got it.
Oh, if you got it, go ahead.
I got it. Let's freaking do this. Patreon, we love you so much. Here we freaking go. Jolene, John M, Jonathan W, Rob V, back in 1996, David T, Heather D, Franchise Driller, aka Ryan, John W, Josh N, Millie C, Adrian G, Chris S, Alexis T, Adam VL, and James C. Thank you so much for being our top tier patrons. We appreciate your support so much.
Okay, bye.